everyone, it's Sharonda from Para Waits, and today I'm going to be reviewing Power Book 4, Episode 4, Storm Clouds, and there are a lot of storm clouds coming at the end of this episode. So we see that, I do want to talk about Gernard, because I feel like Gernard has a really good purpose as to why he is trying to go against his brother, Diamond. And, you know, there's a little bit of background that he gives, again, saying that, you know, at this point, him and Elijah just having this conversation. Elijah looking like, sir, why are we meeting up in here like your brother couldn't see us? And so he tells him that at the end of the day, I took over CBI for Diamond when he got locked up. And at this point, Gernard has lost 15 years of his life. He was supposed to go to college. He was supposed to be on this whole different track, you know, but he gave that up to get into the life in order to hold things down for his brother Diamond. So the fact that Diamond just like walked up in here as if he hasn't been holding things down for 15 years, obviously something he was doing was right, because they wouldn't be where they were. It seems like he's elevated them to a higher level than what they were when Diamond, you know, had took over CBI. So, I like that we're starting to get a little bit more into what Gernard is actually up to, even though we don't know the Grand Master Plan. And right now, I'm not going to lie to y'all, it ain't like Gernard got me fully sold that he can actually take CBI from his brother. But, you know, anyone with a purpose, at least that's the step halfway. He halfway there right now because at least he has his purpose. But we see that Elijah's telling him, like, hey, if you're going to do this, like, you really got to be about this life. Like, you got to be able to run through your brother. This is your brother we're talking about. You're trying to take everything from him. You need to be about it. And I was happy that Elijah was just like, you acting like this is some regular dude on the street, but this is your blood. So, like, are you really ready to do what you say that you're going to do? But I do want to say, I want an apology. Probably not from y'all. When I was talking to my friends about who JP's kid was, I was like, it is not Elijah. That did not look like the same person. And so when we see DMacc comes in, that looks like the kid, which were later confirmed. That is definitely JP's kid, because we see later on in the episode where DMacc and one of his boys, they go to basically F with the club, F with his spot, and then he comes out, he brings a little shotgun. Even the lady was like, I'm finna call the police. I was like, girl, go mind your business, go up in there. If you're gonna call the police, call the police. Why you sitting here talking about I'm finna call the police? Girl, just call the police. You ain't gotta tell nobody, just call the police. And so DMacc is just sitting there. His friend's like, hey, come on, let's go. His friend leaves him. And then JP is like, why are you shooting up my place? Like, why have you been effing with me? And then he just stared at him. He got that look like that Will Smith, like, my dad ain't never cared about me. That's the look that he had, like that. I'm trying to not cry right now, but I'm trying to be tough. I'm trying to be a G. And then he just ran off. So for all my friends who try to debate me offline about that's not his kid, you know, Elijah is his kid, I said that is not the same person. So I just want people to run me my apology, because I was right. I was right. All right. So I was dying laughing though when going back to the beginning of the episode, when Gernard asked DMacc, like, hey, how many young soldiers you got? And then he was like, hold on, let me clarify, how many smart young soldiers? And DMacc was like, smart? Let me sit and think about it. Baby, first of all, why don't y'all have all smart people running for you? That just, can we get a training program? Can we get a corner boy training program? How to be a good corner boy, and also how to use your brain at the same time. This don't come with no training manual. The streets ain't got no training. The way that he really had to sit and think about it, like, Gernard, are you sure you want to be going to war with your brother? The way that DMacc had to sit and think about who was actually smart, and he could only name like less than 5 people. I don't know. I don't have that much faith in him anymore. So Claudia is making her runs, trying to get her little business, her Dahlia business. I don't know if Dahlia the name of the chemist. I don't know if Dahlia the name of the drug. I think that's the name of the drug, Dahlia. But she's trying to get her business going since her dad just will not let her touch the product. We see that she goes to a friend, Reggie. Baby, I want to know what's in this drug, because baby, when Reggie was like, ooh, honey, what is this? I said, Reggie, let me know. And it's supposed to be a diet pill too, baby. Come on and suppress my appetite so I can lose this weight. But, and just in case, I have to say this. I am not condoning doing drugs. Dad, if my mom is watching, I don't be doing drugs. Just tell her it was just a joke, okay? So, we see that, there's a little trouble in paradise for Claudia and her little boo thing. Boo thing didn't like her giving orders about what they're going to do or what she needs to do. She tried to lie and say that she was cooking the product, but Claudia was like, baby, I know every part of you, and I know what you're not doing is making this product. I know that's what you're not doing. So let me ask you one more time, and you better not lie. And so she tells her that there's a chemist who is making the product for her. And later in the episode, we see that they meet with her. Okay, I said, hey, Black chemist. How you doing? Okay, Black Girl Magic. We just gonna ignore the part about making drugs, but okay, Black Girl Magic. Making her own little drugs. I mean, it was supposed to be for a good cause to help people lose weight. It just happened to be, abused by others. So, she was like, hey, can I get some time to think about it? And I was like, sis, I don't think this is the lineup. This is not like a job interview. I felt like they brought you here to tell you like what you're going to do. Not like you had an option. And then Claudia had to remind her like, honey, you don't have no choice. Because we have all the paperwork and documents where you lied and tried to get this drug to go on the market, even though you know it wasn't okay. So I was just like, yeah, sis, I don't think you really got a say in it. But, congratulations on your job. At least a steady income, girl. So we saw that Walter Flynn's guy, I do not know this man's name. And I'm so sorry to this man. I really tried to look up on IMDb. And I can't figure out who he is. But his right-hand man, he wants to go give his son, who is homeless and he's a drug addict, some clothes and stuff from his mother. And then, he basically was like, I'm sick, Dad, I need some money. And I was like, nah, sir, you know exactly what he finna do with that money. But, a love that people have for their child. I'm not even finna come at him like that. So he gave him the money. And I feel like there's going to be more to happen because I don't know what will be the purpose of showing us this. If his son, Andre, I believe, isn't going to have a larger part. I don't know, y'all. But, we see that Walter, gets into it with Vic because Vic is out here trying to do his own thing. And he found out about the meeting that Tommy Diamond and Vic had with the Yardies. And so he wasn't excited about it. And I love this battle on how Vic really doesn't want to do things the old way. And it's like Vic and Claudia are trying to get their dad to see the light. But like I said last week, Walter is his own worst enemy. And he just truly doesn't care to evolve with the times or to just allow his children to be adults and do what they need to do. Because I think they both have good plans for what they're trying to do, with the family business. But their dad is in their way. I wouldn't be surprised if someone tried to drug him and kill their daddy. I wouldn't even be mad at that. I'm not condoning killing nobody, but I'm just saying, like, he is really hindering the business right now. He is hindering it. But let's get into our main person, Tommy, okay? Because that's when all the real action happens in these episodes. So, it picks up where we left off from last week's episode when, Gloria hit that you up booty call text message and Tommy came running. And, baby, I was like, y'all been smashing since that, because he came, like, at nighttime, okay? It was dusk. It was dusk outside, all right? So they still smashing early in the morning. I said, baby, I'm tired just thinking about how y'all was smashing all night long. Like, that's not even cute to me anymore. That's just, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired thinking about how tired they should be. Tommy was so tired that he almost had to tap out. He said, baby, I need some hydration. I need some Gatorade. Give me some wild agua. Like, what are we going to do? So I did die laughing when Gloria was fixing a cup of water and then she drank it instead of giving it to Tommy. I was like, I like her level of petty. But we see that they finished their little boom boom room session and Liliana, first of all, can I just say, I know that I am supposed to care about the whole Gloria and Tommy romance. But to be honest, the most joy that I get, the most chemistry that I see Tommy have is with Liliana. I don't know if that's just me, but Tommy and Liliana makes more sense to me than Tommy and Gloria per se. I know, Sharonda, just because it's a man and woman, everybody does not have to be a love interest, but clearly y'all trying to make Liliana a love interest with Gernard. So if we're going to get some loving in the boom boom room, I would rather be Liliana and Tommy. First of all, the actress that plays Liliana is probably one of my favorite characters of the series. She's the most interesting. She's always saying something funny. Like, she about that life. She, you know, works well with Tommy as best as she can. And, like, she's just entertaining to watch. I really like Liliana. I was like, girl, I'm so sorry that I don't remember you from the original Power, even though that was 10 seasons ago. But I like her, and I prefer her with Tommy. That's all I'm saying. But when she said she was hypoglycemic and then Tommy gave her some gum, I said, Tommy, gum is not food. Like, I don't even know why I gotta tell you that. Gum is not food, Tommy. What are we doing? So he hands her that, and they start going over the different territories. Tommy comes up with the idea to work with the Yardies, and I think when they say Yardies, it's the Caribbeans, Jamaicans. So, she tells us about Zamos who killed a kid. He like killed a kid, but it ended up being his sister's kid. And I was like, wow, we just killing blood? We killing family members like this? So Tommy is all about this kumbaya, we shall overcome. We all got to come together, world peace type of thing. We gonna sell drugs with everyone. And Lily, I'm sorry, I had to pause for a moment because I was trying to say, what's that, like, make this world a better place, whatever the little song is, and I was trying to sing that because I'm talking about selling drugs, and I'm also talking about making the world a better, I'm sorry, let me just get back on track. So Tommy tells her, like, I'm going to work with whoever I need to work with, so if you don't want to work with the Yardies, there's the door, do what you do, boo-boo. But he ends up telling her about Claudia and how he wants her to follow Claudia to see what she's up to. And I was dying laughing because Liliana made a joke about how if Claudia was in a Flynn, she would basically be making $12.50 an hour at the makeup counter in Macy's. And I was like, sir, you did not have to, ma'am, you did not have to read her like that. But I did laugh, I'm not going to lie. And so when Tommy said, I'll pay you $12.50 an hour to watch her, I was just like, see, you see this banter that they have with one another? I love it. So, Tommy ends up meeting with Diamond at this diner. Baby, the way that these old men were cursing Tommy out about asking for some coffee, talking about, do we look like Mrs. Fields to you? And then when Vic came and did the same thing and asked for a coffee, and they said this must be some white boy-ish, I said, you know what? They were cracking me up. They was cracking me up the whole time. I need there to be a diner scene every single episode because they was giving me what I needed to get. But they, meet up, and Diamond's kind of just like, Tommy thinks there might be bad blood, and he was like, I truly don't care. Like, I've learned to master the power of forgiveness, so I don't care what Walter did. That's on him. I'm not going to forget, but, I can still forgive him. And so Vic comes and he tells him, like, hey, I know you didn't have anything to do with my aunt and uncle dying. And, he's like, I'm just trying to do something different than my dad. I'm trying to take the business in a different direction. And so they come up with a plan to meet with the Yardies. But as they're on their way to meet them, Elijah gives them a call and tells them that 5-0 has been tipped off. And so they can't meet with them. The cops end up chasing the Yardies. But Diamond sees Seamus, who was the guy who visited Diamond after he got out of jail in the first episode, and he doesn't understand why Seamus is following him. He doesn't think he had anything to do with his arrest because he was younger, but he was just like, I just don't understand what his deal is. But Vic tells them that, well, he's on my payroll, so, he'll figure it out. But, Seamus was trying to talk that smack to Vic, and Vic was like, hold on, homie. While you sit up here asking me what I was doing with them, what I'm trying to figure out is why did I have to get tipped off from somebody else that 5-0 was coming instead of you telling me because I'm paying you. So do I need to take my money back? Do I need to remind you how your family is invested in this working relationship? So don't mess up again. But we see that Vic and Tommy, they're riding the car together. Vic has Tommy drop him off. Of course, it's at Gloria's spot. And he just being extra. And Tommy's like, sir, like, what is happening? He was like, are you into, like... So Vic was like, I know that you're sleeping with Gloria. And he was like, what kind of weird stuff are you into? Like, are you trying to watch us? Are you watching us and stuff? You trying to watch? He was like, it's not like that. But I don't care. Do what you want to do. We're on a break right now. She's going to end back up with me. And so I was happy that towards the end of the episode, Tommy goes and has a conversation with Gloria, and he tells her, like, I'm not going to be coming to the bar anymore because at this point, like, business comes over whatever we have going on. And so we saw that Gloria saw the exchange between Vic and Tommy earlier in the episode, but I'm happy that Tommy, probably because he's still, you know, dealing with Keisha's loss and not having cash in his life. And so I like that he's able to know, like, I'm going to put business first above all else because he's trying to get his. He's trying to get what's his, okay? He said, I'm going to take what's mine. I thought it was really cute, the whole interaction between Tommy meeting JP's dad and how his dad was like, Kate ain't ish. And I was like, well, dang, y'all just gonna talk about Kate like this? I know she ain't this, but I mean, she still kind of sort of brought Tommy up. But I thought it was nice that JP's dad was looking out for him, asking Tommy, like, what are your intentions? Like, I don't want you dragging my son into any mess. I thought it was funny when Tommy called JP bro and everybody got quiet, like, what? But then when JP's dad was like, what's wrong, son? When he got the text from Liliana, because Liliana, remember Tommy said, somebody finna come back asking about these damn drugs. And while everyone thought that it was the Jimenez behind it, it was actually the Serbs. Remember when Tommy and Ghost was dealing with Jason? That was their, you know, supplier. That was the connect. And then, you know, they killed, you know, Jason ended up getting killed. Which, you know, I would have to say, I probably need to go back and rewatch all of Power, like especially the first 3 seasons, because the way they be bringing back characters, I'd be like, baby, who are you? Like, maybe they should have did Force before they did Ghost, because I said, baby, I don't remember none of these people. I remember Jason, but I forgot all about Tatiana. But they trying to kill Liliana, and Liliana's like, wait, I'm gonna get you my drugs. Get you your drugs. She stalls, and she's with the Serbs, and Tommy ends up killing them, and then Liliana stabbing somebody with a knife. I said, dang, girl, okay, I think he dead. Like, you ain't got to do all of that. But Tommy ends up meeting up with Tatiana. And so when he said, I wish that Jason could have been here so we could have had a whole reunion, I said, sir, now you know Jason dead. Why would you say that to Tatiana? Because you know she's still pissed about this. And of course she brings up how, you know, she was like, go kill Jason, like, what is happening? Tatiana's upset because remember, Tatiana did vouch for Tommy, spare Tommy's life when Jason wanted to have him killed. And so that's why she's even more upset about everything that is happening. She tries to get Liliana because at this point her men are dead, but Tommy says, no, you stop caring about who Liliana was when she realized that I was here. And so Tatiana Tommy's talking real crazy to Tatiana. So of course Tatiana's gonna have her man kill him. Vic ends up shooting them. And then Tatiana tries to reach for the gun. Tommy ends up killing Tatiana. All these like teas and stuff. But remember, Tommy came in to cash in on his marker that he had with Diamond for helping him out with all the stuff that he had going on. But Diamond was like, I'm not getting into it with no Serbs, so you're going to have to figure this out for yourself. But we see that Tommy and Vic are going to team up, which is probably what led him to be like, telling Gloria, like, we're just going to be doing this for business. But yeah, I feel like this episode, things are starting to pick up. You know, it's only episode 4, but I'm happy that we're starting to pick things up. We're seeing that the storm clouds are coming. At this point, Tommy has made the decision to kill the Serbs, which is going to cause a lot of ruckus for everybody in Chicago. We see Walter ends up, you know, calling Tommy out, like, if you get my son involved, bring my son down with your mess that you have going on. I'm going to bring the shoulders of Chicago upon you. So he didn't start a mess with them. There's a whole beef that's happening between Diamond and Gernard when Gernard tells Diamond, hey, you need to make a decision. Are you rolling with me? Or are you too worried about what Tommy has going on? So Tommy's kind of involved in all of these little things. And we really haven't even gotten to the part where Tommy and Claudia are going to team up and what kind of blowback is that going to have once her dad figures out what she is up to. But yeah, let's just keep this like intensity, like what we got right here. Let's just keep that going a little bit. Let's sex. Let's just get into the mess. Get into the dead bodies. Get into the selling. Get into the beefs. I just need a little bit more of that. But we headed in the right direction, okay? I guess they didn't introduce enough characters. We're going to get a little bit more popping. Stuff started. And then we're going to get the little reunion between JP and DMacc once he tell him, like, Why you leave me, daddy? I'm sorry. But, you know, we'll see what happens. But I'm interested to know, what did you guys think about this week's episode? Do you feel like things are starting to speed up a little bit for Power Book 4 Force? Or are you like trying to chill out? I told you, just it's a slow burn, but we're going to build up to where we need to get to. So let me know in the comment section below, what did you think about this week's episode? Do you agree with me that Liliana is becoming a fan favorite of the series? I'm really loving her. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of this week's episode of Power Book 4 Force Episode 4 Storm Clouds? As always, my name is Sharonda from Pay Your Weights, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit the notification bell. And I love you guys 3000, and until I see you again, bye.